Afro-Cuban shares a lot in common with other hyphenated identities of the Afro, be it Afro-American, Afro-Brazilian, Afro-Colombian, etc. Beyond the obvious fact of a common history as descendants of African slaves, many of us children of the African diaspora share strange things like Spanish names, English names, Portuguese names, and French names. Have you ever wondered what's so strange about names like Celia Cruz, Michael Jackson, Gilberto Gil, Susana Baca, and Julio Montero? Those are white people's names. We were not supposed to have these names, but this is the result of our story. The names we carry are the first tellers of our particular stories. They are followed by the languages we speak nowadays and the identities we have formed, because they've been imposed rather violently with every intention of erasing the African in those bodies and minds, hence the need to acknowledge and hyphenate whenever possible and wherever logical. The African component in Cuban identity is very strong due to our peculiar history of slavery, where up to as late as 1886, Africans were being systematically brought to the island in huge numbers. Considering the fact that the Spanish, despite being more brutal in their treatment, were at the same time more lenient in allowing them to play their music, we can then see how many African musical traditions were able to survive in an increasingly multicultural society that as a whole was open to those rhythms and mixed them with the acoustic melodies brought by the Spanish, who were themselves already under the influence of the Arabs. Cuban identity results from one of the most complex melting pots humankind has ever conceived, where one of the outcomes has been the creation of a contagious rhythm known commercially as salsa, which is virtually danced in every country of the world. Salsa is really a perfect mix of Europe and Africa converging in Cuba. This lively, contagious, and perfect hybrid gives people like the ones I quoted before the excuse to say, "See, that's what I meant when I said you should call yourself simply Cuban." Yet, that argument misses a crucial point. Salsa is primarily African because its bass rhythm, the clave, comes from there. It is right and fair and necessary to refer to such rhythms as Afro-Cuban to do justice to the fact that they result from a story where one group prevailed and the other one was physically subjugated.